Hello, hello. Welcome to the Unspoken Heart. It's Spicy here, your girl Spicy. We are going to discuss today's subject, which is called Baby Mama Drama. I know a lot of y'all seen the title throughout the week, and y'all been waiting on this time, so we're here. But last week, February 13th, I want to give all props and thank you, shout outs to formerly known Princess Chaos, now known as Carbella. She came in and gave us a little insight about her life with love and everything the day before Valentine's. Also spit us a little bit there. I really appreciate you, Carmela. Really enjoyed you. It was a lot of fun. Uh, if you want to see another part of her, I know March 1st, she will be going out. Hold on, I forgot to pause this TV. If you want to see a part two of Carbella, she will March 1st be at Ray Sorrell's show in Dallas, Texas. You could either request him as a friend on Facebook and listen to him that way, or you can go on www.fbrn.us and you can listen to the Ray Sorrell show. He will have Carbella there. So it'll be a part two taste of her, but it'll be some other people there as well. Again, his name is Ray Sorrell. You can request him on Facebook so that you can watch the show here at Facebook Live, or you can go to www.fbrn.us and make sure you go to Studio A and you can listen on. So we do thank her for coming out. Really enjoyed her. Hopefully we'll have her in again on the show once after she releases a CD, which y'all know the CD called The Real Square Biz will be dropping next month. So don't miss out on that. She gave y'all a little taste of her, so y'all got to feel a little bit of where she's coming from with her CT. So make sure that you look her up. Today, what we're going to talk about is baby mama drama. I didn't know when I decided to go ahead. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that. I didn't know when I got into the subject, it was so much evolved around it to where this subject here could go on and on for a whole week. I wasn't too familiar on drama from a baby mama because the things that I researched, the things that I've heard, I never experienced myself because I've never been that type of woman. I was almost tried to be made to be that person, but I'm not. But we're going to touch on some of the bases of it so that y'all can get a feel of everything. And you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. We can get you the answer as soon as possible. But pertaining to the baby mama, there's no reason the baby mama should hate her baby's daddy's woman unless he's cheated on her with that woman. It isn't that easy. I mean, it's easy said than done. Realistically, if you could be an adult, you could be mature about things. I mean, there should not be no drama from the baby mama at all, especially when he's moved on and got his own life and he's with somebody new. It's time to let go. When it's done, it's done. But it's not that easy for a lot of women to do that. And, we could discuss the reason why she's causing drama in the man's life. And I mean, some of y'all already know the reasons, but we're going to go over some of the reasons why the baby mama is causing a lot of drama. So I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out. Hi, Monica Henson. Thank you for joining in. Hi, Dre. Good to see you on here. Pop Freeman, thank you for joining. Daryl Brown, Robert Franklin. Robert, I need for you to give me a call. We need to talk. Your godson really wants to see you, so we need to make arrangements so y'all can meet up, you and the wife. Hello, Stefan Gay, Gerald Tyler. Thank y'all for tuning in. For the ones that just turned on, we're talking about the subject, baby mama drama. We're going to go over the reasons why she's causing drama in your life. Number one that I seemed to research and discovered was she probably got pregnant on purpose thinking it would keep you. And it didn't. I mean, it could have been a one-night stand. It could have been just something to do, or she was just a temporary option. But she could have a lot of built-up anger and want to make your life miserable because of the fact that she felt like that baby was going to keep you. But women, you got to understand, I don't care what baby you have by any man, that is not going to keep him. And even if he stayed for that reason, that don't mean that you're going to have a happy and a healthy relationship. Unless it's about you two for the reason that y'all together and it naturally comes out that way, it's not going to work. So by these women using this little old game of having a baby, yes, he could be part of that baby's life. That don't mean he has to be a part of your life. So only because you had that baby does not mean that'll keep him there. So what you say, Dre? Jay Krug says she should have this thing towards him. Thank you. The second reason is she is a bitter ex harboring ill feelings. That follow under what we just discussed about she's, want to retaliate on him because she's upset that he left her. Or she's upset that it's funny, but there's girls that I don't want him, but I don't want to see him with nobody either. So, she could be causing problems in your relationship due to that fact. And as you know, and we discussed in the past that they tendency on that line, they will use the children as a weapon in order to try to hurt the father. And that's not going to turn out good towards the end of everything. Number 3, on why she could be causing drama in your life, she can't have you and hasn't moved on. And that's one thing. If she's still possessing feelings for you, and she could sit here and say she doesn't, but if she still have feelings for you and she hasn't got over you and she can't deal with the fact of being without you, and seeing you with another woman, a lot of her actions is not so much anger, but it's hurt and pain. Hold on just a minute. It is so hot in this room. I got to cut the fan on. Excuse me for that. Okay, that was number 3. Number 4, she focusing on her resentment towards him. And so that's just like when you say resentment, the things that he could have done to her. And I'm not saying all men's situation is the same. But if you have mistreated her and then she's seeing you treat another woman good, or you doing things that you didn't do with her, she is going to have a lot of bitter feelings towards you. She's going to cause a lot of problems. If she's loved you and still in love with you, she isn't going to like the baby mama, no matter what you say. It goes back to where the saying is stated that if a person reacts a certain way, it's because they still in love with you. If they wasn't no longer in love with you and they didn't want you back, they wouldn't have no reaction. They wouldn't be responding or worrying about what you got going on or trying to do things in retaliation. That's just the bottom line. If you do not care about this man anymore, if he doesn't hurt you or affect your life, and you say you happy and you have moved on, you wouldn't be causing problems in his relationship that he has going on now. Whatever he is towards that next woman doesn't have nothing to do with you. Whatever y'all had going on, that's the past. It doesn't have nothing to do with y'all no more. And so you need to move on. And even though if you have kids, your relationship should be solely on focusing on what's best for the kids, what's healthier before the kids. Not, well, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, or because you with her, you're not going to see the kids. One, that's not being mature. That's not being a woman. And that's not thinking of what's best for the interests of your children. Because as I stated before in prior discussions, is that your relationship with your kids and with that father is totally different from the kids and their father. That has nothing to do with you. So when you're not together anymore, whether he's with another woman or not, it's not healthy, and it doesn't make you look good when you use those children as a weapon. You need to accept that he's moved on. Go on with your own life. Focus on something different. Do something to distract your mind. I know you might be hurt by the way he's treated you. You might be hurt because he cheated on you. You might be hurt because you see him doing this other woman better than you. And the other reason is, and I know a lot of women don't want to confess to this, you are angry because he's with a different race. Now, you could say that's not true, but yeah, when it comes down to a lot of these black women, you get upset when your ex leaves you for another race. Get over that. That has nothing to do with you. Um, Not all baby mamas come with drama. There are baby mamas who have accepted that their former love has moved on and decided to put their children's happiness first. And that's the way it should be. The child should be first. Your feelings should be set to the side. Even, we know that we all human. Sometimes we can't control our emotions. We can't control that we still feel something for that other person. But the priority thing should be, and the focus should be what's best for your children. If you want to do what's best for your children and you want to be the bigger person and you want to actually stand in a position as a woman, you put your feelings to the side for your children. Your children should become first and in front of your feelings or whatever you have before that man. Because I'm going to tell you, me personally, I have an ex-husband. I have exes. But my ex-husband and my baby's dad, which is also my ex, no matter what they did to me or how they were or how they angered me, I never put the kids in the middle of that. That's not healthy. I mean, because at the end of the day, I didn't want my kids to get up and resent me for that, for interfering with their relationship with their dad, which had nothing to do with me. So no matter whether he paid child support or not, no matter whether I was angry at him, no matter what words we could have said, when those children wanted to see their dad, I took them. When they wanted to talk to their dad, I gave them the phone and they went to another room. I gave them their space and their privacy between them and their dad because that has nothing to do with me. Now, it's different if the dad is abusive. If you start seeing bruises on the children, then you step up to the plate. But get the legal system involved. Don't take matters in your own hands because still, if it end up in court and you took things in your own hands, not only are you going to end up being without your children, but you're going to end up being the one punished. So it's best to go ahead and let the legal system deal with the situation. Okay. Okay. This is the other thing I also researched on. You have some baby moms, and I mean, some of you women, you can get mad as long as you want to. I really don't care. I'm going to tell the truth. This is the way I do my show. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to speak what's real. If you have a problem with it, you don't like it, I mean, there's a button that you could just remove me. But I'm going to say what I have to say because things as a woman and a mother, we need to correct in our path if we want things to be better and in front of our children in order to, how you can say, break the generational chain, the cycle, more or less is what I'm saying. But you have these women that thrive on ruining the baby daddy's life, meaning causing him to lose a job, going up to his job, calling up his job, sitting up here, coming over to his house, saying things that's not true to the recent woman, like y'all slept together, or I was just with him the other day. Now, I'm going to say this, and it might appear wrong, but I want to make sure I don't say this the wrong way, but if you slept with that man, even though he was your ex, even though y'all got a baby together, and you know he's with this woman, you're going to read what you saw because it's wrong. Y'all done. It doesn't matter if you have a baby together or not. But you're trying to expose him to cause problems in his relationship when he's not the only one that's wrong. You're wrong as well. Two wrongs don't make it right. And only because you feel like, okay, I'm sleeping with him, I still can get him to come over here. I want him all to myself now. I'm going to break that relationship. No, you're not right. You're not right at all. And ain't no good going to come to you. So it's best that y'all just leave that alone. When that's your ex, when you're separated, everything should be done, clean slate, move on. Even if he wants to, because I'm going to tell you, my ex tried to come back at the same thing just for the bedroom scene. No, man, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do her like that. That's not right. I'm not going to disrespect her like that because I wouldn't want it done to me. Besides, you already know if he cheated on you, you know that he's doing her the same way with you, but you're still not going to get anything good out of that. Okay. What you can do when an ex refuses to let go of the past and become in you know where, whatever. Okay, this is what we're going to say. What can you do when the ex refuses to let go of the past? Meaning that y'all get an altercation. She continue to bring up, oh, you did this to me, you did that to me, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you were lazy, you were this and that. That's the past. And it's really the past and history because y'all no longer together. So why you keep bringing it up? You're not trying to work nothing out. It doesn't. If it doesn't phase him, it's not gonna phase him now by you bringing it up. So you might as well just be quiet about it and let it go. You trying to ruin his life by bringing up the past don't mean nothing. Only because he did you like that doesn't mean he gonna do the next woman like that. He between that space with you and this other woman, he could have grown up. He could have realized a lot of things. There's things that he probably could have been with this woman here that he couldn't be with you because of the type of character you had or how you handled him or how you dealt with situations. But with this woman, he has learned how to change all that. That doesn't mean that you are the person to keep throwing up the past because at any time he could change. Okay, let me make sure ain't no comments up in here. I know what you meant, Dre. Thank you. Hi, Michael Ranger. Ricky Poppy. Hi, I haven't heard from you in a while. Daryl Founbounce and Alvin Gerton. Hi, how you doing? Thank y'all for tuning in. Felix, Ham Taylor, Earl Gibson, Dwight Robertson. You said you're going to come on here. Tony Brown. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope this is helping y'all and probably opening your mind to get an understanding because there's times where even with me mentioning these are the reasons why they're causing problems, even if you discuss this with this woman, be careful how you talk to her because my belief is that when you have children involved, it's better to see the parents get along. It's healthy for the child. So that cycle will go on for they know how to be in a healthy relationship and know how to deal with this situation as well when they go on. If you're bickering and fighting, cussing each other out, and the baby mama causing problems in the recent relationship, what are you really teaching your children? What are you really showing them? You're not showing them nothing right. You're showing them how to be vindictive. You're showing them anger. You're showing them hatred. You're showing them destruction. And that's not a mother. That's not what a mother was designed to do. And you know that. Understand where she's coming from. By A, try not to take what she does personally. Give her some time to get over it. In that aspect, I'm going to say, in handling it myself with my ex-husband, for me to get over, because I did file for the divorce, but there were still scars there. I feel like we needed time apart. We needed not to see each other. We needed not to deal with each other at the time. So my agreement was that his sister would be the mediator, which she had volunteered to do. So I would bring the kids to her. He would pick the kids from her and return. It was like that until you can actually be able to face this person that you have feelings for, whether it's love or whether it's anger. Now, when you're able to do that to where, I mean, even in the situation with drop-off points, I feel it's better when you're dropping your kids or picking your kids up from the baby's dad or baby's mom. There's nothing wrong with say, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine, how you doing? They keep it going. Let the children see something nutritional from the parents because y'all are setting the standards for your child. They're taking in everything that you're delivering to one another. You know, you taking a child to the baby dad and you rolling your eyes or you turn the other way. What are you teaching your child? They don't need to see that. Show them that you can at least be cordial. You know, even if you do feel within, well, I'm still angry with him. Don't let your child see that. Don't let them see that at all because you're not teaching them what's right. And you're also teaching them disrespect when you look at it. Let's see here. Except she will be a part of your life forever. Okay, when we say she's going to be a part of their life, we're talking on the other woman's stand. It is hard to deal with your man's baby's mama when she's causing a lot of drama or she's bringing a lot of negative vibes. It's hard. It's not an easy thing. You know, I've dealt with both ends. One that didn't like me because they felt threatened by me. And then the other one to where she was able to respect and acknowledge that I was his mother. You know, when me and one of my ex's ex-girlfriend, when we met up, because we had to meet in the same room at the cafeteria at the school. She was there. She brought my son there. I went. We sat in the cafeteria. I spoke to her. She spoke to me. It was like no anger whatsoever. You know, when it came down to it, when my son was sick and he was with his dad, I could call. She answered the phone. How's my baby doing? Well, I gave him his medicine. His temperature was this. He was able to eat this, but his appetite. I mean, that's the way the conversation is going to be, because regardless of what you feel or what you want, that woman is there. And that woman, long as she's with that man, she's going to be around your child. Long as she's not treating your child ill, long as she's not being abusive to your child, you shouldn't have no problem with her at all. Because I'm going to tell you, I have no problem with my ex's women. Because even my ex-husband, his ex-wife, me and her, I mean, I would tell my kids, you're very blessed to have a stepmom like that. They was married. She was, I mean, one I've never met before. Because I'm trying not to say her name because I don't want to say her name online. But she was the type of person to where she came to me and said, we need to talk. And that was because he was saying a lot of bad things about me. And, you know, she didn't know which way to go. You know, she had to find out that I was the one who filed a divorce. She had to find out that it wasn't me that was really the problem. But when we got to talk as women, we got to see each other stand and get a better understanding of each other to where we both was able to come in when it came into dealing with my children. Because like I've told her, I acknowledge you're with him. You're going to be around my children. You don't got to worry about me. I'm not going to cause no problems. I'm not one of those baby mamas. You know, my thing is, you would not have a problem with me long as my kids are good. Long as you're good to my kids, we have no problem. And she was exceptional with my kids. I'm going to be honest. She was a stepmom. She treated my kids just like they was her own. And I'm saying this as any stepmom out there. So there's no reason. These children are innocent. They didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to be in this situation, and it's not their fault. So treating these children different from yours, I do not like that at all. I despise that with a passion. And I'm going to tell you, I was blessed when this lady was placed in my children's path as their stepmom. Because it even came to the part where we was tag team, to where she was like, look, I was a single mother too. And now this is my ex-husband's wife. We was able to communicate like this because it was healthier for my children. We wanted my children to see that we could get along, that we act as adults so that they could see the right example. So when it came down to even school time, well, just let me know what you wasn't able to get on the list, check it off, and let me have the list, and whatever you weren't able to get, I will get the rest. We worked together because my children were around her. She respected. I was the mother of those children. Being that I was able to see that she was not abusive towards my children, and she actually genuinely loved my children just like they were her own, took them wherever she went, did for them just like she did her own, she had my permission to discipline. Now that's the way things should be. You know, it shouldn't be all that bitter, in fact, fighting or anger and rolling eyes and stuff towards the stepmom or the present girlfriend and the baby's mom. Only because the baby dad left some bad scars in your life. That has nothing to do with the recent woman. She has nothing to do with what y'all had going on. So she shouldn't be involved in whatever anger you have. Okay, let me make sure I don't got no comments over here. Thank you, Dwight. Hi, Tony. Hi, Love Sosa. Thank y'all for tuning in. Natma said, oh my God, say that a few more times. You can rewind the video after we're done. You can hear it more times. But I'm only going to speak the truth. I'm not going to sit here and lie about anything because it's about being realistic about things. It's the principle of the matter because you got to look at If a mother truly says, my kids are first, it's all about my kids, but your stand is showing an example before your kids as anger, bitter, evil, then you're not really being a true woman in stance. Hi, baby boy. I see you on here, Chris. Exactly, Dwight. That's how it should be. Okay. Now, two, accept she will be a part of your life, as I said, forever. Okay. Also, the baby mom and the present woman, just like I just explained to y'all with my ex-husband's wife, there should be a point to where the two women should sit down and talk cordially, not with intent of to hurt or to make jealous or to prove anything, but say we need to talk for the best interest of the children. And it's true, we should. So that the two women should be brought together and talk. I know you might say, yeah, right, that's not gonna work. But I mean, offer that. And if you're really trying to be for the interest of the children and you're trying to prove yourself as the better woman, excuse me, you should be able to sit down and talk one-on-one as woman to woman and be able to set boundaries for the sake of the children. So, because you got to look at this woman is going to be a part of your children's life. Whether he tells you, oh no, that she's not around him, she's going to be around him. She's a part of his life. She's going to be there. She shouldn't have to leave the house because your children come around because you got a problem with it. You need to go on with your life, and you should be able to deal with that. Join a wedge between the baby daddy and the baby mom is a futile exercise. Find ways to make your relationship as baby dad and baby mama work, at least for the healthy interests of the children. Suggested. And this is what I just spoke on just now. Now you got to look at if you can come out of the realm of yourself, because to me, I think it's selfish when you can sit here and you're not able to put your feelings to the side for your children, but just quick to say, well, I'm about my kids. My kids come first. What's important is what's the example for my kids. But what example are you setting before your kids? By keeping them from their dad, by showing anger towards that stepmom or that woman that is in their life. Now, I'm going to say this, because this is just my belief. And, I did share this with my ex before. If he's in a stable relationship, I don't have a problem with my children being around that woman and seeing a healthy relationship and seeing the way things supposed to go and being in a friendship and everything. I mean, but when I talked to my ex, I told him, if you still have the attributes of being with multiple women, that's not setting an example for my son. That type of atmosphere I do not want around my children, because you're not displaying the right surroundings for them and showing them, one, when they see different women coming in and out, and this goes for women too with the men. It's not just the men, but when you're not in a stable relationship and you're exposing multiple men or multiple women around the children, I'm the type of person, I don't believe in that. I don't believe children should be exposed to that. It sends the wrong message. And in my opinion, it doesn't show them respect, values, morals, and principles. Now, if they know and have an understanding that this is just a friend, that's totally different. But if they see a different man every day or every week or every weekend coming in, what example are you setting before your children? To me, that's not healthy. Because even when I was single, my children knew I had friends. They knew there was nothing. But if I was trying to find something out with a guy and I was interested in a guy, I wasn't quick to bring that guy around my children, because I'm very sensitive about the way my image is before my children. the example I set for my daughter to become a woman, the example I set for my sons on the type of woman they need to be attracted to. And if I want to set that example before them, I got to be careful what I bring around them. And that's just a woman altogether. But it is not healthy, in my opinion, to bring multiple men around your children because you're sending the wrong message. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just the way I feel. Hi, Guy. How you doing? It's the first time I see you on here, baby. Hi. Hi, Marlene. Much love. Hi, Larry Brown, Adam Sadler. Wanyo. Hey, what's up? I missed 2 or 3 seeing you, but I know I get to see you on and off every now and then. But okay, we're gonna go on. We talked about how the 2 women should be able to sit down, and as the man being caught in the middle, you should suggest that both women sit down to talk to one another, because in the baby's mind, mama's mind, she's thinking this woman stole my man. I mean, no matter how it is, you can't control how she thinks, especially if you cheated on her with this woman. She's thinking, this woman stole my man. So she would think this woman would take her children too, or try to replace her. So you got to, as a man, offer that both of them sit down and talk cordially, but explain what it is. And as women, you should be able to explain that even though that the baby dad woman will be playing a role in the child's life, she isn't there to replace the baby mom as a mother. And I'm gonna be honest, we as women, we do tend to do that, especially if the child tends to bond towards the mother, the baby daddy's woman more than they do you, because you're like, I'm their mother. They should bond with me like that. They should be drawn to me like that. I used to feel threatened about that. And I'm gonna be, as a mother, you do. I mean, it's a natural feeling. But talking over this woman, being able to set boundaries, being able to talk to one another to get an understanding that, from the present woman, that look, I'm not here to replace you. I'm not here to be the child's mother. If anything, I feel like we should be able to get along. If you don't like me, that's fine. But can we at least get along and be cordial with one another for the sake of the children? If there's anything that of a concern you want to express, we should be able to sit down and talk about it. But I respect you as the mother. I mean, you might have those women that are still going to be bitter, but at least make that effort in trying to sit down and talk as one woman to another for the sake of your children. Boundaries need to be set, and have her understand that although the girlfriend is prepared to give baby dad and baby mom space, when it comes to the children, the baby mom must not use it as a way to worm herself into the baby dad's life. Now, in that, I'm going to say, you have these baby moms that tend to sit up here, want to call at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., always want to call their daddy about something to cause problem between him and his woman. If you're a woman and you have respect for yourself, respect the relationship. Don't be calling all times of the night unless it's an extreme emergency pertaining to the child, like the baby's going to be rushed to the hospital. Anything else can wait into a decent hour. But also, don't be calling all times through the day. That does cause personal problems. And you know exactly what you're doing. And would you want somebody to do that to your relationship? Would you want him to do that to your relationship? No. Because it would cause problems. So you have to put yourself in their shoes. Don't cause problems. Don't be calling in the middle of the night. Don't always try to find ways to drag him away from her. Because also, accept the fact that she's going to come with you. Even to drop your baby off. She's going to come. Don't act ugly. Just like, to say, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Y'all have a good one. Be mature about it. At least your child will see, okay, my mama don't have anger. My mama's not bitter. She's been nice. She's done everything to, you know, work things through it. Let the child see this. The baby dad's woman shouldn't have to deal with the drama alone. The baby dad needs to take charge if and when the baby mama oversteps her boundaries. Okay, now I'm saying this because I have seen situations where the baby dad will say, that's between you and her. That has nothing to do with me. Wrong answer. That's your baby mama. You need to set boundaries. You need to make sure that you put the fire out. If you see that the baby mama is causing a lot of problems, you need to put your foot down. Do not, I'm not saying be ugly towards her. I'm not saying cuss her out. I'm not saying put your hands on her. I'm not saying threaten her. But you need to put her in a place to let her know this is where you belong. This is my woman now. And she is going to be respected as my woman. You need to handle the situation. Don't ever put your former woman, your present woman in the situation to where she's always being attacked by the baby's mom. Intervene in that. Because me personally, I don't deal with the baby mama. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't deal with the the drama, but because I know my ex-husband, I'm the only one got kids by him. My baby's dad, he has a child by another woman, but I don't get in. I never got in the middle of their situations. I never intervene in anything. What has to do with their child was between them two. Now, if there was anything that I could help in, they know they could come to me. I have no problem. But causing problems in a personal relationship is flat out no. That's not being mature. That's not being a woman. And that's not setting the right example before your children. Assert how you feel, the baby dad woman. Sometimes the baby mom, in-laws, or the children will do anything to get you out of the picture. I've dealt with that. Don't take it lying down. Now, present women, I've dealt with this situation when you talk about the baby mama. I was a baby mama though. Well, I'm still the baby mama. But what I'm saying is that my ex-husband had a girlfriend. And I didn't know what she was doing because things started unfolding because they was first bad mouthing me to my children. Then it came a time to where my daughter used my phone to call the dad's girlfriend because she left something at the house. Dad was at work, so she used my phone. So she talked to my daughter, but what she did, she called my ex-husband, making it seem like I was calling her to cause problems. And then she in turn texted my phone, calling me racial names and all this and that. Now that came a problem. He felt like that had nothing to do with me. No, it has to do with you. You need to handle that. There's no reason why your present woman should be putting any mouth on me like that or coming at me like that. And you shouldn't just charge at me. Ask me, was it me that called? Which it wasn't. It was my daughter. But that situation was, she was trying to get me out the way. After trying to get me out the way, I said, look, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm just going to step off. Because, the next thing was she was trying to get my daughter kicked out of school. Going up there, getting with her own daughter, which I just totally despised. I thought it was so immature to play a part to try to get my daughter kicked out of school, which it didn't work. And it's wrong. So I had to go up to the school. The school said exactly what was going on, that she was trying to start problems, trying to get my daughter kicked out or whatever. But what ended up happening by you trying to be wrong, and I was handling things cordially. I wasn't bothering her daughter. I wasn't bothering her. I came up there concerned about my daughter. Now, what didn't make things right was when she tried to show out. And she called him on the phone, told him, oh, yeah, you need to come up pick your ex-wife. You need to come get your ex-wife, this and that. I'm just standing there. And, she looked at me all bad like this. And I just stood there and I just looked at her. I was not going to deal with this drama from this woman. I'm the baby's mom. No matter what you do or what you think, I'm going to be here. But what ended up happening, she waited till the police officer came out from the back, because they did summon for the police officer, the campus police officer, and they tried to summon for the principal. He came out from the back, but she waited to, he came out from the back to call me on my name. And that's when I, at the time, I had snapped. And so, because, you know, my child's right here, and you look at my child calling her out her name, calling me, I'm like, no, you're not going to do that. So the officer, I'm trying not to say his name, the officer pulled me to the side. He was trying to pull me off. And I told her, I said, you don't call me the N-word. I said, especially in front of my child. And she was like, yeah, I called you that. And I mean, the officer turned around and said, you know, look, don't let me let her go. I said, no, we're not going to go there. My child's right here. We're not going to go there. I'm going to let y'all handle it. I'm going to back up. So what ended up happening was the principal, when they talked to him and her together, he let him know, your ex-wife is not causing a problem. She's trying to do things cordially. Just like she said, y'all should be able to get along because y'all got kids, because of the sake of the kids. And she didn't want her kids to see this, which I didn't. But when he told her, he says, but I thought you said you didn't call her that racial name. She said, well, I didn't. I just told her look at her skin. Okay. But in that, what I'm saying is that situation happened with me. You got to know how to deal with it, even when the tables are turned. When it's not the baby mama causing drama, but it's the prior woman. She's feeling threatened that knowing that y'all used to be married for 16 years. Y'all had 3 kids together. She's in fear that you might go back, which in some cases that does happen. But in my case, she didn't have to worry about that, but she felt like she had to move us out the way, move the kids out the way, because she solely wanted him just for her and the kids. In that situation, you know, I tried to talk to her, but I couldn't. So sometimes it's best to let it go. You know, the way I dealt with that was just when the kids wanted to see their dad, I dropped them off. I didn't get out. I didn't do anything so she could see me or anything like that, just so it could be distance. You know, but like I said, I never wanted my kids to see nothing like that, and it's not healthy for them. Okay, next, former woman. When you're in a relationship with somebody that have kids by another woman, show that you're trying to do what's right for the sake of the kids. And I mean, I can relate to this subject here where it says, encourage your man to make his child support payments on time every month, and that he pays an active part in his child's upbringing. Yeah, we should say he should be doing that automatically. Yeah, that's true. He should. But I could say with my ex-husband, when he was with his, I don't know if his ex-wife or they got divorced or whatever, but when he was with her, she encouraged him to pay on time. She encouraged him to pay. And even when, whether he paid the child support or not, she still encouraged him to do what's right. And if the kids needed things, to be there. When the baby mom sees that you're trying to do things for the interest of the child and to assist her in a better way to help the children, then you should be able to see that that's healthy for the kids. You should work together. And when I say I can relate to that, because it's the same as I told y'all at the beginning of the discussion, you know, where me and her was able to tag team on the children's school supplies, tag team on caring for the kids. I mean, there even came a situation where I was in a certain situation to where I had to move, but I wanted my kids to stay with school. So she came to me. Now I'm the baby's mom. This is his wife. She said, let's all sit down and talk. I was like, okay. I didn't know what they wanted to talk about, but they had a discussion to involve me. Not just for the interest of my children, but also to help me out. We sat down and we had a talk over lunch, and it was her idea. She talked to him about it, and she wanted to bring me in. And in the situation that I was in, she said, well, let us take the children, and we'll take them back and forth to school. We're not taking them from you. You're a good mom. We know you love your children. We want to do that. She explained that she used to be a single parent. She know how it is. In other words, she understood the position I was in and put the shoe on the same foot. So she brought the idea that they take my two children. And when I was able to move, because I was in the process trying to move, trying to get everything solved, working and all that, she wanted to lift some pressure off of me. So they stepped in and they took the children. I still was able to go get my children, see them whenever, whatever. She didn't try us no problems at all. She wasn't trying to take over my place as a mother. She never said I was a bad mother. She never criticized my position. She was a real woman about hers and respected that I am those children's mother. Now, when I moved and I got the house, I set everything up, and it didn't take long. It was only like, I'm going to say 30, probably 60 days at the most. I went and got my children. There was no problems, there was no arguments, there was no confrontations. I appreciate them to this day for that. I appreciate her because she was a real woman. She didn't come with me saying, well, you can't take care of those kids, right? Or you just a bad mother. No. For the sake of my children, she displayed herself like a woman. She respected me as a mother. I respected her as my ex-husband's wife. And that's what it was. We all became friends at that time. And it was healthy. I mean, a lot of people was like, I don't see how you do it. I mean, we even had lunch together, birthday parties. We all was there, laughing, talking, and joking around. It was healthy for my children. I love that for my children, for them to see the way it's supposed to be, how a friendship should be between co-parenting and the dad's wife and my mom. It was never bitter. When me and her had that talk, it was healthy for my children. And I thank God for her for that. I know all women are not like that, but that's the way it should be. Now, we're going to go on because I know we're going on and on at 5:51. Like I said, this thing can go on and on and on because I mean, when I got through the notes, it was like 3 pages. So I hope that y'all getting some out of this. I hope y'all relate. I hope this is helping somebody. But like I said, I'm just going to lay on the line, being truthful. I mean, if you can't do it, you just can't do it. Because I'm going to tell you, even in my relationship now, the thing about it is he got 2 girls. There's going to be a baby mama. But I know how to deal with the situation. If it comes to a point to where we move to another step, then I would have to sit down and talk to the baby's mom because that is their mother. But it's not going to be all that drama. But we got to know how to uphold ourselves and set the right example for our children. Okay, blending families don't have to be a pain. But in order for it to work, all parties involved need to learn to communicate and respect one another. That goes for the baby mama, that goes for the baby daddy, and that goes for the present woman. Y'all should be able to respect each other. And respecting each other is also showing respect for yourself. Okay, let me get some shout outs. Hi, Dara Ray. Thank you for joining in. Lakeisha, I just saw you at the hair store, baby. Hey. Felicia, Byron Todd. Hi, Darnell. You need to call me. We need to talk about that trailer. I hope you're in town now, but we do need to talk about the trailer for the book. Louis Oates, hi. Thank you for tuning in. Oliver, Vernon Wallace. I hope your move went good. Hope it goes prosperous in California for you. I thank y'all for tuning in. But I hope y'all learned something out of this. I mean, like I said, this could go on for a whole week because I didn't know that a baby mama, I didn't realize baby mama drama is a lot. And it takes a lot to rise above that, meaning the drama, because you got to look at there's emotions involved. I mean, and honestly, when you talk about somebody's mind, because I'm going to tell you, I've been in that situation where, I could say, I guess I was the one that broke up every time. I'm the one left, but I could say last one, that one we wanted to break up, but it was a disappearance, but I could say at that time I wasn't living with him, but like I told him, I respect you have another family now. Not that I respect what he did to me, not that I respect how he did it, but I'm not going to cause that drama for what? What am I going to gain from that? If anything, he will reap what he sow. But it's for me to move on, and I have moved on. And I have focused on what's best as example as a woman for my children. You know, we got to learn how to control our emotions. And I mean, I spoke on this before. You can control your own emotions. You can control your own thoughts. You got to know how to rise above certain situations because things in life do happen. Love does hurt. The mind, it'll bring many thoughts on retaliation, vindictiveness, but you got to know how to control that. If you're a woman, respect yourself and carry yourself as a woman. And don't act as if you have a mental case. Because there's always somebody out there for each one of us. And there's somebody there will be better for us. Take the last relationship as a lesson learned and pull from it. Because there's somebody that actually deserved what the past person did. Now the nutrition for today, we're going to go ahead because we're going to get ready to close this up. The nutrition, it's not always easy dealing with a baby mom. And we can think of many ways to solve or the reason. But the principle of the matter is the title of X, meaning the past or history. The children didn't ask to be here or had the choice of you being their parents. You were once in love and the time has expired. So just remember, at the end of the day, it's not just about you. It's not just about him. It's not just about the present woman. There are vulnerable kids involved. So set the mature example so they can be in the midst of a healthy environment and when grown, know how to create their own healthy relationships. I appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next week. I'm kind of battling with the title on how to do it. So just look out for my post for the next discussion on next Friday at 5 p.m. I have much love for y'all. In the process of right now, hopefully the end of next month or April, the book, the manuscript will be sent over to Purposely Created Publishing Company to be published. So just for keeping your eye out, we're getting there. The time is counting down. I appreciate all y'all support. I'll see y'all soon. If you want to see this video again, tune into YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel, and you can enjoy it there. Thank y'all. Much love. See y'all next week. Bye-bye.